Yo, traders, how are we? Welcome to Simply Forex. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome. Hope you're all very well. Hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you're in some trades and they're making you some nice profit as we speak. And as always, guys, let us know what trades you are in. Let us know if you're in a trade or you need help analyzing a trade or you need help with strategy, money management, whatever you need help with. I am here to help. I can also help with marriage advice. Yeah, if you're in a toxic relationship, I can help with, what else can I give advice on? You know, are you having problems disciplining your dog? Yeah, I've got a dog and it has no discipline, but we got it late. And anyway, I've got, so you don't care, but we adopted a dog and it's never been trained before in its life. And we tried to train it. It was like, look, I'm reasonably old. I don't want to be trained. I haven't been trained since. And I said to the dog, fair enough. You do what you like. Anyway, that's beside the point. We are here to talk trading, guys. I'm going to show you a trade to start with that I'm currently in. So we'll take a look at that. It's CAD yen. We've also got important news coming out, right? So this is the reason I didn't get into US dollar yen. I actually wanted to get into that trade over CAD yen. But yeah, so somebody please remind me, like almost half past the hour, say, Tom, we have news, right? And, virtually clip me around the ear roll so I pay attention. Anyway, so all right, guys, been drinking again. So we've got durable goods, we've got GDP, and we've got initial jobless claims, right? So we've got all of that at half past the hour. I'd also say continuing jobless claims is important, and also, but this is not during the live stream. But Fed Chair Powell is speaking later as well, and when that mofo speaks, stuff gets moving, right? So yeah, there you go. We'll look at that half past the hour, and you've guessed it, we will play Guess the News game. Woohoo! So we will look at the reaction. We will look at the reaction of the news on a US dollar pair, and we will predict if the news was better than expected, worse than expected, or as expected. Probably the best game on the internet right now. Also, we've got to give a little big up to the editor, right? Because the editor always does these polls. I can't find the poll now. But it always does these polls. There you go. What do you enjoy most about trading? So finding opportunities, market excitement, strategy building, or learning from mistakes. Now, if anyone ticks market excitement, you will be punished, right? That is the wrong answer. All the others, right? Each to their own, right? You might enjoy strategy building. I don't enjoy learning from my mistakes. Well, maybe I enjoy overcoming my mistakes, but finding opportunities in the markets, that's what I ticked. So editor, thank you for your polls. Right, so let's start with you guys. Let's start with you guys. You guys are more important than CAD yen. So let's say hello to everyone. Colin, hi. Mike, hi. Nor, hi. How are you? Waz Woonio, hi. CJ. We get to play the best game ever today, CJ. I know it's exciting. Guess the news game. Just the thought of it. McFlay from Public Enemy. For Pello, how are you, mate? What's up, Rich Paul? Greg, how are you? Colin, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. No, that is very true of my dog. Yeah, I think he was about 10 when we adopted him. And he's just like, don't even try to teach me any new tricks. So we don't. Tony, let's go. Grand Rising Trader, Tom and Traders. Hello, Tony. Building okay, for Pello, building a strategy for me. Okay. Godwin, how are you? Himanshu, should we buy US dollar yen today? Yes, we should. We will look at US dollar yen. So guys, yeah, get as many questions over to me as you like. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Neither does my dog. And yeah, get your questions over to me. Right, let's start with CAD yen, because I like US dollar yen buys and I like Canadian dollar yen buys, right? So why haven't I bought US dollar Japanese yen? Because this, right? Too much news. I don't want to be in a US dollar pair when all this news comes out. So by default, I have entered CAD yen. Right? I've literally just entered this trade as it come down towards this grey zone. Okay, so I've started buying here, and we will look at reasons why in a minute, with a view to take in profit here, and my stop loss is down here. Right? Again, the risk to reward is a little bit skewed. Yeah, I'm risking more than my reward, so I will potentially add to this position. Right? You can see my alarm here. I think this could be a really nice level to add to this trade. So if price whips down to here, I will place another buying trade. Obviously, guys, I will keep within my money and risk management. And we've done a tutorial today in the VIP Trading Academy on exactly this, right? Scaling into trades. Why? So more importantly, so that's how I'm trading it. That's how I'm entering it. But why do I want to buy it? Well, basically, if you look at the monthly, look at those wicks, look at that trend, uptrend. Weekly, super bullish weekly candle, right, at a key level of support. It's such a key level. I've got two pieces of support. Let's remove one. What's going on? I must have done that when I was drinking vodka. So we've got a real bullish weekly candle here. You can clearly see that. And then finally on the day chart, we had a nice bullish candle that broke through this important level for CAD yen. And then on the H4, right, again, what I show you guys, not rocket science. Yeah, the entry isn't really rocket science, right? Yeah, we're in a H4 uptrend, get a retrace, start entering. Could buy there, could buy here, could buy there, could buy there. Yeah, but just somewhere in here is good for buys. Hide your stop loss below the low, the last swing low, take price up to here, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, you know, buy the Bentley coupe by Christmas, right? So yeah, that's where we're at with CAD yen. I've got another trade, another bullet to fire at this trade. So we'll see. And yeah, you know, when I say not rocket science, right? Reading price action is, you know, it's not, you know, not easy, but finding an entry, like I've just showed you, maybe I take it for granted, but, you know, is relatively straightforward, right? But managing the trade is really where the skill comes in for me, and is there's a little bit more to it. All right. And like I say, guys, I've got loads of tutorials on managing trades in the VIP. So Himanshu, I'm buying CAD yen. So in answer to your question, yes, we should buy US dollar yen. And you can see I've got an alarm here. Like, I would buy this right now if we didn't have US dollar news coming out, right? That US dollar news could make it do this, or it could make it do that. And I just don't want to gamble, right? Yeah, so, you know, by default, I'm trading CAD yen. Okay, let's remove this alarm because it's pretty irrelevant until the news comes out. But yeah, with 100% buy US dollar yen right now, if there wasn't news coming out, right? I would start buying in here, stop below here, look to take price higher. Okay. So yeah, really like CAD yen, US dollar yen buys. Those are my trade ideas for today. The other one was the NASDAQ. And again, you know, this is sort of flying off, but there's big economic data coming out for America. So this will be affected too, right? So we need to wait, guys, for that one. Right, so yeah, hope that answers your question, Himanshu. Very interested in buying US dollar yen. Full King Pepe. Okay, I like the name. Hello, I had what would have been a 4 times trade and a 2 time trade yesterday, and I exited early with only 0.5% profit. How do you stay in a trade without getting scared out? Full King Pepe, this is a very good question. Now, what I have done, right? So let's look at a trade that I've recently taken. Right, so pound Swiss franc. Okay, now I was in this trade right over here. Okay, and I was buying this trade. My stop loss was down here. Okay, now my target was up here, literally up here, and it finally hit that target. Okay, my target was 64, if I remember rightly. Okay, now price was on the H4 coming up. Right now, first of all, I will stay in the trade if I am with trend, right? If this level broke, I would have got out of the trade early, right? I wouldn't let price come down and hit this stop loss. I would just get out of this trade early if H4 structure breaks. So my first thing would be trust in the trend and the structure. If you're with trend and structure, chances are price wants to come to the last high. Even when it retraces here, it still wants to come up to the last high, especially if we are in a daily uptrend. So have faith in that daily is in an uptrend, so people want to buy, and H4 is in an uptrend, so people want to buy. Right? So let that give you confidence. And also, if you're in this scenario, then H4 structure, price wants to come back up and hit these highs. Okay, so let's go back in time. Right, so when we were here, so I was in this pound Swiss franc trade, right? I'm in this pound Swiss franc trade. You know, I've entered in here, like I say, right? Stop loss is here, and I'm looking for 1:1 up here. Okay, actually above this. Okay, so that's the trade I'm in. Then I start seeing this big bearish candle. I'm like, oh no, we're doomed, right? I'm joking. Don't think like that. But I'm with trend. I'm above the moving average 20, right? And all I'm seeing is this is a wonderful level to add to my position. Okay, right? But what I'm also seeing is this was originally my take profit. I'm also seeing that this is becoming an excellent level to take profit. So I don't listen to what my risk to reward says, or sorry, I've got to rephrase that. Risk to reward is important, right? And I want at least 1:1. But once I'm in the trade and the trade is liquid, it's fluid, it's moving along, then I'm just thinking of levels. As long as daily trend is upwards and H4 trend is upwards, I'm looking at where I can add to the trade and where I should take some profit. Right? Now, if price comes down into here, right, and I get a bullish reaction, I will add to this trade, because what I will do is move my stop loss from here up to here. And I have massively reduced risk, and therefore I have another bullet, if you like, to place with this trade. But now my TP was up here. This is going to be my TP. Yeah, not my Indian tent, but my take profit, TP. Bad gag, I apologize. So here we are, right? And then if you watch how it plays along, right, it comes down exactly to that lovely level that we were looking at, right? And not only that, right, we get, okay, don't know what happened there. Let's go back to it. Yeah, not only does it come back down to here, right, I get a nice bullish H1 reaction there. You can see this candle here. And I started buying again, right? So take it back to the H4. Yeah, my trade is fluid, right? And it's changed. So my stop loss is now in here. I've got a buy trade here. I've got a buy trade here. And I've taken some profit off of these trades, right? And then I let some profit run. Okay, so listen to the chart and what it's telling you. Okay, if it's not telling you to get out, don't get out, right? If you're still with trend. And secondly, take some profit at a level that makes sense. Because if you, I don't know, let's say you take 70% profit here, right? You are happy because you've taken some profit, and it doesn't matter if the market does that, right? And it will allow you to let 30% run, and you'll be quite happy doing that. So always take some partial profits, and it doesn't have to be 70%. It could be 80%, 50%. But take some profit, because then you're less involved in the trade, right? You're like, oh no, what if this happens? You're like, no, no problem. I've taken some profit. Whatever happens, this will be a winning trade, right? And I love that position. When I get into that position as a trader, I'm like, sweet, I cannot lose on this trade. There's only upside, right? So yeah, they're all the things I would think about, or you should think about, when it comes to closing trades early. And also, very important, you should have an exit plan, right? Now, the only reason I would close this trade early is, as I said, if we got a break of this level. Yeah, if I was just in my original buy with my stop loss, if we got a bearish H4 candle break this level, I would close this trade anyway. That's the only reason I would get out of the trade early, or there's big news coming out, right? But other than that, let it play out, but take some profit. So there you go. I hope that helps. Full King Pepe. I'm going to call myself Full King Tommy. Yeah, I'm going to copy your name. Guys, while I think of it, if I could ask everyone, if you enjoy my analysis, enjoy the live streams, please come subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and please smash that like button right now, guys, while I have a drink of water. I wondered where the hell my water was there. Also, guys, if you haven't already, then please come join our trading community, right? We've got a free Discord channel where you can speak to traders, share knowledge, ideas. So come join our free Discord channel. It's a beautiful, thriving, lovely community where the flowers grow. If you want more than that, and you want access to my trade signals, my tutorials, my strategies, and you want direct access to me, then please come join the VIP Trading Academy. And right now, guys, we are giving you free access to the VIP Trading Academy, which you would normally pay for, if you sign up with our preferred broker. And that is Pepperstone. Above my head, guys, Pepperstone is a great broker, compatible with TradingView. So if you sign up with them, we will give you free access. Simple as that. Get involved. All the information for all of this is in the video description. If you're interested, just let us know. Right, Hamed, hi, how are you? Heath, how are you, Heath? Late, I've noticed, Heath. These things don't go unnoticed. I'm only joking. Hamed, Tom, considering the current state of the gold market and the limited historical price data available, what strategies would you suggest for identifying resistance levels? Okay, Hamed, this is a good question. Now, gold, let's get out of this replay button. Gold, you are gold. Gold is at all-time highs. Yeah. So that big bar of gold that you've got under your bed, I think CJ does actually have a big bar of gold under his bed. Happy days, right? Sell it. Yeah, you do well to get a better price than this. It's never been this high, ever, right? So old Goldfinger out of James Bond, he is real. Imagine how wealthy he is after robbing Fort Knox. Now, gold, how, like I say, so as you explained, right, I'm going back, right, let's just keep going back to make a point, right? I've gone back to 2018, right? There is no reference point. There's no high up here that we can use for a target. And this is Hamed's point, right? So all I do is I'm going to use each psychological level as a target, right? So I'm going to use where are we at now? So my next target will be 2,700. The next target from there will be 2,750. The next target from there will be, I've got someone ringing me and they will not give up. Very unprofessional taking calls during a live stream. I don't know who it is, unidentified number. My next one would be 2,800. And so on. So I would just keep choosing psychological levels, and that would be my reference point in terms of a target. All right, Hamid. So yeah, good question, but I hope that helps you with gold. And anytime that happens, we're at extreme highs, all-time highs. That's exactly what I'll do on any asset. Heath, could you please explain what a fair value gap is? So this is a lot of ICT traders talk about fair value gaps. Now, the thing is with these is, guys, right? Now, a fair value gap is where you're identifying where some orders have been missed. Like, I don't trade fair value gaps, right? I've had some IC traders come on to the show and tell us what a fair value gap is. But let me just break this down for everyone. And just like always, this is why we're called Simply Forex. Don't complicate things, right? Now, we have fair value gaps. Another one is called order blocks, right? Another one is called supply and demand. Another one is called support and resistance. And basically, these are all the same thing. They're basically areas on the chart where price will react because of historical price action or price data. And they're all the same. Yeah, I use only the term support and resistance, right? There's no need to overcomplicate things, right? But somebody might call that same level a fair value gap. Somebody might call that level a order block. Somebody might call that level of supply and demand, but it doesn't matter, Heath. What's important is you can identify those levels, all right? And that's, and this is what these are, right? There's a level, proved itself historically, right? Historically, it was, when we're here, when price is here, when we're looking back, historically, this was a level, and then in the future, it's going to be a level, right? Same with this one as well, right? This is proven to be a level. And that's all you need to identify. And price reacts at support and resistance. It's as simple as that, right? And also support and resistance can be used for stop losses, like hide behind them, etc. So yeah, there you go, guys. It just means where will price react on the chart. Right, what else have we got here? Full King Pepe, nice advice, thanks. You are very welcome. Matty Ahola, tried already joining Pepperstone, but I'm in the US. Matty, we do have an American broker as well as one of our preferred brokers, because we have American clients, right? We have an American broker for you. So Matty, if you email us at hello@simply-forex.com, then we will give you the details. So just email us. The editor, I'm sure, will give you the email, or it's on our YouTube page. Don't worry, we've got you all covered. Doesn't matter what your geographical location, we have got you covered. Shreyas, thoughts on Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Let's have a look. Where are we? Okay, there you are. Remind me in 4 minutes there's news. Let's have a little look at CAD Yen. I'm just going to take a quick look at this. Okay. So this is what I want to see, right? I'm in a buy trade here, but it's literally reacting a little bit at that level. Anyway, back to CAD Swiss franc. Shreyas, you do like to pick difficult ones for me because just look at that candle. That candle says stay the hell out. Nobody knows what's going on. Anyway, let's do a top-down approach. And I tell you what we haven't done for a while. We're going to do this together. So if you were on the weekly chart, guys, right? So looking at the weekly chart right now, I want everyone to get involved. Let's analyze it together. There are no wrong answers. There are no wrong answers. So let's all get involved. Let's learn as one big happy family, right? Like the Waltons. Is that the right program? Anyway, like the Addams family, probably more like that. Anyway, weekly chart, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. What would you do? You have three options. Would you buy this chart? Would you sell this chart? Or would you stay out of this chart? Everyone, let me know right now. I'm going to have a drink while you do it. CJ has 10 grams of gold. CJ, I think you can retire on that. More than enough. Buy a desert island. Invite me over. You know, get a boat. Lovely. Okay. So, Greg, sell. Mike, stay out. Noor, stay out. McFlave, sell. CJ, news in 2 minutes. Thank you, CJ. I will take a, yeah. Okay, let's get these answers in first, and we'll take a look at the news. Because I know you want to play Guess the News game. I get it, right? It's probably the best game in the history of the internet. Heath would stay out. Rich Paul, stay out. Okay, so we've got a few stay outs. We've got one sell. Hamed would buy. Okay, based on the weekly chart, guys. Remember, guys, this is only based on the weekly chart. Yeah, would you buy, sell, or stay out? Neju, how are you? Right, now we've got stay out. Mainly we've got stay out, sells, stay out. Okay, but mainly stay out. But if you looked at the weekly chart, right, we're in a downtrend. I would be conscious of this, right? We're looking like we're starting to make higher lows, right? Again, I just deal in facts, right? Actually, before we analyze this weekly chart, let's play Guess the News game. We've got 20 seconds. Let's have a look at Aussie dollar, US dollar. It's as good a one as any. Right, and we are going to play Guess the News. Wait, time there. Boom. Right, let's see what the news does. Okay, a little bit muted at the moment. This would suggest we've got mixed news, some better, some worse than expected. All right, now a bit of US dollar strength. Let's take a look at another US dollar pair. Let's take a look at US dollar yen because I'm interested in this. Okay, so this is, let me drag this along so you can actually see. Okay, so this is, you know, this could be a nice area to buy for the US dollar yen, I must say. So we're seeing US dollar strength. Let's have a look at Euro US dollar strength, and let's have a look at US dollar CAD, US dollar strength. So without further ado, Sherlock Holmes here is going to say, I think you'll agree, I'm going to say that the news was better than expected. Let's say 2 of them were better than expected and the rest were as expected. Here we go. This is where I always get egg on my face. He's nailed it. I've absolutely now guessed the news game. That is probably my best effort on guess the news game, right? Yeah, so out of the big news, 3-star, 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 2 were better than expected, and the rest were as expected. My God, I called that correctly. That's why I enjoy playing this game. To be fair, guys, I normally have egg on my face when this happens, but yeah. So as you can see, this is the only negative, right? But everything else looking very good. That durable goods, you know, it was minus 2.8, now 0%. You know, that's a big jump. So on the back of that, like I say, we can expect US dollar strength. I really want to get into the US dollar yen right now. Look at that, right? But I am in Canadian dollar yen. So let's see how that's reacting. Okay. So that's still reacting nicely as well. So you can see US dollar yen is very dominant over this. You know, it's more dominant than what's happening on US dollar, Canadian dollar. This is basically mimicking US dollar yen, right? It's not mimicking US dollar CAD, right? Which is interesting. I find that kind of thing interesting. When I explain this sort of thing to the editor, he's like, oh my God. He's like, look, I'll just, you know, put the vids out, yeah? Don't talk to me about candlesticks ever again. All right, so yeah, strong US dollar data there, guys, leading to a strong US dollar. Let's go back to what we were doing with Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, before we were rudely, or not rudely interrupted, before we were highly entertained by the Guess the News game. Now, weekly chart, right? We're in a downtrend. Okay, we're starting to see higher lows, which I said I'm fully aware of, but we're at a very nice area of what was once support has become very good resistance. So really, if you ask me, right, I would sell that. It's at such a nice weekly level. Yeah, potentially back down to here. Although I am very conscious of these higher lows, right? That worries me. It worries me because if you ever have an area of resistance like this, right, you're in a massive downtrend and then price starts doing this, it does kind of tell me, which is exactly the situation we're in here, it kind of tells me that this wants to break, right? It might come down again, you know, and so forth until it pushes through. That's what this is telling me. So I would look for sells from this level or stay out. All right, I definitely wouldn't be buying into that level. Okay, but let's carry on the research further. Yeah, let's go to the day chart. Right now, on the day chart, okay, what would you do? Right, same question. In trading, guys, you only ever have 3 options. Would you buy it? Would you sell it? And if you wouldn't do either of those things, you would stay out by default. And they're your options, right? Keep it simple. So what would you do, guys? Buy, sell, or stay out of this daily chart? Okay, so Matt would buy the day chart, CAD Swiss franc, okay. CJ, yes, you should be getting hungry on US dollar yen. That is a nice level to buy from. Michael would stay out. Get involved, guys. Don't be shy. Yeah, share your opinion. You know, put what you think out into the universe, right? Then you'll get some feedback. If you don't, you won't. I'm not too spiritual, but you know what I mean. Okay, stay out. Hamed would stay out. Heath would stay out. Mike would stay out. McFlave would stay out. Anyone else? So, guys, you are what's known as market sentiment, right? Shreyas would stay out. So you are a very small sample of the trillions of dollars that's traded every day in the Forex markets, right? But nonetheless, you are a sample of traders and your sentiment is to stay out. Okay. And I agree, right? You could argue this, well, not could argue it. I mean, it is really, okay. That last high there has literally just broken with that candle there. Now, I would class that as a structure break, but I don't want to sell into this level or this level or this level, right? I just don't want to buy into here, right? There's no value in doing that. There's sellers in here somewhere, right? So day chart is a stay out for me, okay? I would definitely stay out of the day chart. And if we recap, weekly was a sell, if not a stay out. So just by crunching that data, you're going to make a good business decision, right? Trading is your business, right? It's my business. I, make money from it. So I have to make very key decisions every day. That's how I view it, right? It's my business, okay? And if I don't, then I lose money, like you would in business. If you make a crappy decision, chances are you'll lose money. Same in trading, right? Now, what's that telling you to do? It's telling you not to trade it. So don't, right? Simple as that. So yeah, wouldn't trade this pair for that reason. Now, I'm going to show you, sometimes I will go to the monthly. If you looked at the monthly, you would be like, Tom, let me buy this bad boy, right? It's literally come down and look at that wick, right? Literally close back into that zone. That is saying, Tom, buy me. But again, I wouldn't just base a decision on the monthly. I still need to take into account the weekly and the daily, right? Then I drop down to H4, H1 to look for entries, right? So yeah, stay out of CAD Swiss franc, right? It won't be good for your health, that one. Having said that, I am in CAD yen. Okay, this is looking very good, right? We've got 20 minutes until this H4 candle has finished, and I hope it finishes like that, if not like this. Highly unlikely it will finish like that. That would mean, I don't know, like the oil has, gone up $100 and it gave the CAD strength. But yeah, but we're in this trade. Right, guys. So good. Yeah, it's good to do this analysis together, right? And sort of work out how to approach a trade. So having said that, has anyone got any other pairs or any other questions that you would like me to look at? Don't be shy. Also, guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and if everyone could please smash the like button, merci beaucoup. Also, guys, don't forget to join our free community of traders. And also, guys, if you want access to the VIP Trading Academy and you don't want to pay for it, then sign up with Pepperstone, our preferred broker, and you will get free access. No brainer. Change your current broker or open a broker with Pepperstone. Open an account with Pepperstone. Right. Have we got any other questions here? So that's CAD Swiss franc. Any other questions, guys? Don't be shy. I don't buy unless it's the weekend. What else do we want to look at? I'm still in Euro Aussie dollar. Okay. Where has my resistance level gone? I do not know what's happened to my resistance level. Where's all my drawings gone? Let's have a look at CAD yen. Yeah, I do not know where all of my drawings have gone on Euro Aussie dollar. Slightly worrying. It's probably the editor. So I'm still in this trade, guys, right? I started entering in here and then price went against me. My stop was up here, so no problem. It didn't break that high, only just, but it didn't. And then price has come storming down. And I've taken some profit with this trade, so Euro Aussie dollar. Again, if you want all my trade ideas, please come join the VIP Trading Academy. I give you all of my trade ideas every day. Also, pound New Zealand dollar. So we'll see how this plays out. See how this H4 candle finishes. I might get out of this trade, but I was still in this from yesterday, right? Price came down. I entered my first entry here. Price came up to this level, entered again, and then price is currently here. So again, I'm in profit, but this daily candle does worry me. Yeah, this daily candle. It's very bullish. So I might just close this pound New Zealand dollar trade. And that is everything that I'm in. Let's take one last look at the CAD yen before I shoot off, guys. And okay, still looking good. All right, guys. Okay, no, we've got another question here. Matt, so on your daily trade ideas, you had US dollar, Japanese yen, and CAD yen. Can you go through those? Missed it. So check out this morning's vid, Matt. So this morning's vid, right? I went through all of the CAD yen and US dollar yen, exactly how and why I'm going to enter. Also, if you want my trade ideas, please come join the free Discord channel, right? Join our community. I put my trade ideas in there every single day. And it's free. Just join and verify yourself. So, yeah, do that, Matt, and you'll see exactly what I'm looking at. And he's got a question here. DAX is at an all-time high, bouncing around what would you say the next resistance could be? All right, so let's have a look at the DAX. Heath, you are a brave man trading the DAX, or slightly psychotic. We're not sure, because the DAX moves about 1 million pips a second. I'm exaggerating. Right. Like with a lot of indices right now, guys, we're at all-time highs. And as I said earlier with the gold, right, because we have no reference point here, right, this is uncharted territory. All I will do is make the next psychological level my target. So you can see this 19,200, right? That will be the next psychological level. If it goes through that, it will be 19,300. If it goes through that, 19,400, and so on. I will just aim for a psychological level as a target if you're at these extreme highs. Yeah, like we are with a lot of indices and gold. Yeah, so there you go then, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Please remember, guys, we do these live streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, every week, 8 a.m. New York EST time. So come get involved. Hopefully you've learned something about the markets, and I'll see you next time, guys. Adios.